the abilities to store data on it. So I think they are not powerful enough to really support infrastructure, for example, that will allow clearing. Now, that has led them to a new generation of blockchain projects, including the Internet Computer.
Alrighty, everybody, what is going on? Welcome back to another CYPRX video banger. In today's video, we're going to be jumping down the rabbit hole, discussing and talking about Dfinity's Internet Computer. With that being said, if you enjoy deep research dives like this, showing you guys how the digital transformation is for a fact happening right in front of our eyes as we speak, then do us a favor, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the platform. None of this is financial advice. ICP is a digital asset that I hold in my personal long-term portfolio, and this video breakdown is going to shed some clarity and some light on why that is to be the case. So stick around for the entirety of this video breakdown. The first portion, we're going to read through some documents, some fundamentals that never really reached the mainstream, and then I'm going to be playing a series of video clips from some panel discussions from some Dfinity representatives like Dominic Williams and some other reputable individuals that work on the Dfinity team. So again, stick around for the entirety of this video breakdown, especially if you're new to ICP or if you currently hold it right now in your long-term portfolio, right? So we're going to start here from AM Speed 01 on X. They went on to say ICP is currently doing over 5,000 real-time transactions per second. This makes ICP the most active blockchain, while it's only valued at $3 billion, while Sol, or Solana, already hit all-time high market cap wise. So the question here is, will ICP pull a Solana this year? And in my personal opinion, I firmly believe it will.
Start using the ICP infrastructure and actually get on-chain?
Well, look, so first of all, remember that, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors in blockchain, right? There's a lot of decentralization theater. So I haven't looked into the Solana on-chain demo, but look, what I can tell you is Solana can't store a phone photo, right?
Yeah.
So how on earth is it storing emails which might have PDF attachments and things like that? Doesn't make any sense. What they're probably doing is storing the hash of an email on chain or something like that. I'd imagine, right? Which is something very different to running, a communication system on chain. So, you also do a lot about blockchains, running AI, right? I'll go on a limb here and tell you that it's all nonsense, right? There's not a single blockchain in existence I'm aware of other than the Internet Computer that's running AI smart contracts. But, people do this kind of like, somebody got on a panel with Jensen Huang, got touched by Jensen Huang from NVIDIA, and everyone's like, near to the moon, it's AI, right? But, Near's not running AI smart contracts. Solana has this thing about AI. Again, they can't even store a phone photo on chain. I mean, you need to be able to store, billions of neuron weights if you're going to, hold them in memory, smart contract memory, if you want to run an AI model as a smart contract. So obviously, if you can't store a phone photo, then you can't do that, right? It's like some kind of connector to ChatGPT.
I don't know to what extent, and I'm not giving any bullish price predictions in this particular video, but I have a firm belief that it is going to perform very well in the next bull market cycle and whenever the utility super cycle hits. And in today's video breakdown, you're going to see why I firmly believe that is to be the case. Real fast, I just want to give you guys a quick update on the code base commits. Here we have a video breakdown from November 2023. Take a second and listen. ICP, or Internet Computer, was hovering at around the 3rd place level for code base commits back in 2023, and this is now updated, hovering at around the 1st spot place. So just take a second here and just listen to what this gentleman says.
This is another view of code base commits, but now not only lending, but the entire industry. So you have networks here at the top. You have Gnosis Chain leading the way. They must have really good coffee in their office. Then Cardano, ICP, and Ethereum leading the way.
So ICP was second to Ethereum back in 2023 in November. Now, if we fast forward to today and we head over here to the crypto commits in the past 12 months via CryptoMiso, this is cryptomiso.com, you can see the Internet Computer, or ICP, is actually first. And then if we scroll down here, you have some other networks as well listed, Chainlink coming in at number 6. But I just find this very interesting to be the case that back in November 2023, It was in second place for code-based commits, and now it is in first place. So we're just seeing progress across the board. But that's besides the point. I just wanted to show you guys some interesting metrics on ICP. Fast forward, I just posted this yesterday, October 26th, on my X profile. The future upgrade to the global infrastructure. I want you guys to pay attention to that key vocabulary as we go down this rabbit hole for ICP fundamentals, infrastructure, okay? On BlackRock's LinkedIn profile, looks literally something straight out of the communist China, in my personal opinion. I mean, look at this: digital identities, face recognition, artificial intelligence tracking. Our sovereignty, in my personal opinion, has been stripped away by the hands of large organizations, and it's going to continue to do so. So if we head over here to this LinkedIn post that I mentioned, and I want you guys to listen to what this individual says about how the infrastructure needs an upgrade. This is going to play a crucial role as we jump into this fundamental piece from 2024, mentioning Affinity and ICP Internet Computer, right? So this is again from BlackRock, one of the largest financial institutions and organizations, asset managers on the face of this freaking planet. So I suggest that people pay attention, right? It says, our critical infrastructure needs are shifting as countries upgrade their energy grids to support the growing digital demand from artificial intelligence, which is going to play an important role when I play the video reels via ICP representatives or Definity representatives. Governments will need to find creative ways to find these improvements. BlackRock's Mark Florian explores. So I'm just going to play about 30 seconds of this gentleman speaking, but just listen here what he has to say.
In businesses alike are using ever-increasing amounts of data, but today's tech revolution is moving far faster than the infrastructure it runs on. Companies and governments are looking for partners to help meet the rising demand for new and upgraded infrastructure around the world.
So he mentions data upgrades and infrastructure upgrades. Pay attention to those key vocabulary terminologies, because if we come over here, again, why I'm so heavily bullish on the digital asset ICP and what Definity is doing with Internet Computer. I mean, this is so monumental that it's crazy that the mainstream doesn't talk about this. This is from July 3rd, 2024. So yeah, it's a couple months old, but it's still within the last year via developments that are happening while the market is down, while ICP is trading well below its all-time high, roughly probably about a $7 valuation for ICP. And this is such a monumental opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. So you heard BlackRock mention infrastructure and data upgrades.
In businesses alike are using ever-increasing amounts of data, but today's tech revolution is moving far faster than the infrastructure it runs on.
Well, let's just take a second and listen to this here real quick. The UNDP is pleased to announce a new partnership with the Affinity Foundation, which will leverage Internet Computer blockchain tech to further develop and implement Universal Trusted Credentials initiative. This collaboration underscores a significant step towards enhancing digital trust and financial inclusion for micro, small, and medium enterprises globally. This framework, Universal Trusted Credentials, remember I just showed you guys digital identity, in collaboration with the Monetary Authority of Singapore, when implemented in several countries, will not only enhance domestic access to financing for MSMEs, but also unlock access to trade financing across participating countries due to the enhanced cross-border trust and data provided. Definity Foundation will utilize expertise in decentralized computer platforms and digital identity solutions to develop and test the prototype for a robust data infrastructure, there's that key vocabulary, platform for the UTC pilot initiative in Cambodia. This infrastructure will ensure the secure storage and management of digital credentials, enhancing the trust and reliability of the UTC system. So you heard the BlackRock individual literally with the picture of digital identity capturing people's faces and whatnot, right? You guys can see this here. You heard the gentleman mention in the little tiny video clip that I played that infrastructure and data needs upgrades, right?
Companies and governments are looking for partners to help meet the rising demand for new and upgraded infrastructure around the world.
Well, look, I mean, this is literally from 2024. This is happening right now as we speak. Proof of concepts and testing is happening right now and incorporated with the Definity Foundation. So it says right here, look at this. The Definity Foundation is the creator and major contributor to the Internet Computer Protocol, the underlying technology that will be instrumental in building a decentralized, tamper-proof data infrastructure, providing the high-level security and transparency needed for the UTC initiative to succeed. The collaboration will not only benefit Cambodian SMEs, but after the pilot in Cambodia, the project plans to scale to 10 countries, people.
That the future of enterprise tech is going to look very different. And when people want information systems, today, they either build them, which is very expensive, risky with respect to time and money, and often takes a long time, AI is going to build that kind of stuff. And oftentimes, because that's expensive today, people, use services like Salesforce to create sometimes very simple things like wizards that just collect information from customers and create a workflow. It's pretty simple, but because of the difficulties of current IT, they prefer to get an account with Salesforce. Then they lose the sovereignty of their data stuck inside Salesforce. They have to pay the Salesforce subscription every month. They have to pay the Salesforce consultants. We think in the future that's going to go away. And organizations instead will talk directly to AI, and the AI will give them a URL on an ICP stack. Could be Internet Computer, it could be Utopia. And then they're going to use that information system like a CRM. And then they're going to go back to the AI, and they're going to tell the AI, I need to improve it this way. I need to evolve this system. I need to make these changes. They're going to go back to their web application, hit refresh, and there are the changes. And that's a totally new paradigm. And it's one that will replace a lot of the kind of today's paradigm and infrastructure, right? So
Companies and governments are looking for partners to help meet the rising demand for new and upgraded infrastructure around the world.
And that's a totally new paradigm. And it's one that will replace a lot of the kind of today's paradigm and infrastructure, right? So
you see that right there, 10 countries. Okay. This is absolutely massive. All right. So, I mean, I'm just saying, again, this fundamental piece alone is bullish enough in my personal eyes and my personal opinion. But with that being said, let's roll the video reel. I'm just going to play a series. I'm not going to talk in between. I'm just going to play a series of video clips from industry leading participants from the Definity Foundation, talk about how Bitcoin and Ethereum just aren't going to work to scale this new digital ecosystem, how blockchain and artificial intelligence is going to coexist, and how Internet Computer is going to help scale that in the near future. And just all the features that Internet Computer and Definity have built into ICP. So just take a second and listen to this. It's going to be a couple minutes long, but then after that, I'll let you guys go. And again, this is just a video clip because I don't really talk about ICP in my portfolio on this YouTube platform. I thought I'd hop on and make a quick video on why I'm so bullish on ICP via the next bull market cycle. And I hope that this video breakdown makes that clear for you guys. Again, none of this is financial advice. It's just research that the mainstream media platforms will not do for you. So again, here at CYPRX, we have attempted to put this information together for you guys in one combined video. So with that being said, sit back, relax, and if you enjoy these video clips, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. Take a second here and listen.
And so really, like, I mean, Bitcoin has never been hacked. Bitcoin, if you manage to hack it, there's like $1 trillion to be up for grabs there, and nobody managed so far. Yes, people had problems, right? They go to dumpsters to recover their seed phrases, but that's merely because the rest around it wasn't built very properly. But so the principle stands, right? So you can build a secure system from a protocol. So what we have done at the Definity Foundation, we've taken this principle to really build a full-fledged secure system. Mm-hmm. It's also why we spin out Utopia, in the sense, okay, here's a protocol, either use it on a public network or even use it, as a private network to build secure systems. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, obviously, you can't change the world overnight, but I do think that's actually the right approach to build systems. Current IT systems are very broken, and I think all the financial institutions have that problem, right? Like you started from a mainframe somewhere that then drilled holes into it because it needs to connect to the rest of the world. And so we have a very patched up system. And so if you want to fix security, blockchain is the answer, but not Bitcoin, but more like third generation protocols such as what we have built. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think we heard scalability is definitely an important aspect. And I mean, if you look at traditional blockchain projects like Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc., they're well known, but they face issue with respect to scalability, transaction speed, or the abilities to store data on it. So I think they're not powerful enough to really support infrastructure, for example, that will allow clearing. The abilities to store data on it. So I think they are not powerful enough to really support infrastructure, for example, that will allow clearing. Now, That has led then to a new generation of blockchain projects, including the Internet Computer, which really focus on speed and scalability. And just to give you a number, if you would like to store 1 GB of data on Ethereum, that costs you probably more than $10 million on Ethereum. But if you would do the same on the Internet Computer, you have to pay $5 a year. So that shows already that there's quite an advance, I would say, in achieving throughput and storage.
And today, it's actually the world's highest usage blockchain. Perhaps not in terms of things like TVL, but the current focus tends to be on running Web3. Today, I looked at it, it's doing about 250,000 Ethereum equivalent transactions a second. 250,000 Ethereum equivalent transactions a second. It's an absolutely stunning number. So I think, the world computer that's being created by this technology should be seen within the same context. And, in some ways we see an equivalence between the internet and information superhighway, world computer and Amazon Web Services. Well ahead, the internet computer ecosystem is well ahead with respect to Web3. There's no other blockchain on earth that can actually host a Web3 service on the blockchain, right? It's the only public platform that can do it.
All of that out of the way, I hope you all understand now why I'm so bullish on the digital asset ICP and what Dfinity is doing via the longevity and long-term, commitments to this space. With that being said, none of this is financial advice. Again, if you enjoyed these video clips and this video breakdown, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. Be cognizant out there, be aware, make sure that you're doing your own personal research, and I'll see you all in the next video breakdown.